Today I'm going to deliver a talk on the integrated approaches for the control of ectoparasites in livestock at the age of drug resistance. So, as I've already narrated by one of my senior colleague, Dr. Rajiv sir, it is really a serious topic and the topic of the present concern. And with the limited what we have to deal very judiciously and to control this emerging menace, that is the ectoparasites. So during my talk, I will cover the following topics: the importance of the IPM, integrated control of the ticks, control of flies, ectoparasite skin affections, opportunities and challenges. So before coming to the topic proper, I just like to describe what is the importance of the livestock in the Indian economy. As you know, about 20.5 million people depend on the livestock for their livelihood, and this livestock sector contributes 4.11% GDP and 25.6% of the total agricultural GDP. Now, this livestock sector provides income, employment, food, and social security. As you know, India is a very rich source of livestock. And if you consider about the cattle and buffalo, it is second in cattle and goat population and third in the sheep population. But the one major thing is that the growth rate in the crop production is stagnating, while the sheep and the goat production is gaining the major importance. Why? Because the sheep and goat, they are very much hardy animals and they can survive in any conditions. So, and they are providing the livelihood, they are providing the bread and butter to the livestock owners, to the marginal farmers, to the landed laborers. So that's why sheep is called as the mortgage lifter and goat is called as the poor man's cow. So that's why they are having so much importance so far as the marginal farmers, the poor rural laborers are concerned. And if you consider about the doubling farmers' income, that is the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. He has told the doubling of farmers' income is only possible if we can double the productive capacity of the livestock. To achieve this goal, optimum or the maximum production is mandatory to increase the number of the healthy livestock. In addition to that, our livestock that is not free from any diseases. So apart from bacterial disease, viral disease, these animals are also suffering from the parasite disease. So controlling the parasite will definitely play a major role in doubling the farmer's income. So if you consider what are the different ectoparasites, there are ectoparasites, there are endoparasites. So far as ectoparasites are concerned, they are responsible for transmission of so many diseases, not only bacterial disease, viral disease, as well as the hemoparasitic diseases. So in this, we will cover first the ectoparasite as the flies, about the ticks, about the mites, and about the mites. So I have grouped them into three major categories like flies, biting flies and non-biting flies, lice, biting and sucking lice, then ticks, soft and hard ticks, then mites as boring and non-boring mites, and the follicular mites. Among the five major group of ectoparasites, the flies, the ticks, they are creating a major havoc. They are responsible for transmission of so many diseases. If you consider about the hemoparasitic diseases, you can take an example the Trypanosome evansii, Babesia, Filaria, Anaplasma. So these are the diseases. While sucking blood from the animal, they are responsible for transmission of this dreadful disease. I will talk about example only simple Filaria. If the animal is suffering from filariasis, that is caused by Filaria annulata or by Filaria lestocodi or by Filaria ovis or Filaria orientalis. So there are at least 5 different species of these hemoparasites present in sheep and goat that are being transmitted by ticks, like Filaria orient, and among them the most pathogenic is Filaria lestocodi, followed by Filaria luensulae. So in our area, in particular in northern India and as well as southern India and eastern parts of the country, this Filaria luensulae and the Filaria lestocodi are highly prevalent, and these are being transmitted by the ticks. So apart from sucking blood, these ectoparasites are transmitting the dreadful parasite to the animal. And for the treatment cost, for particularly for filariasis, it is more than 1,000, or it is more, for single dose of filariasis, that is the drug of choice is Butalex. The single dose is costing more than 1,500 rupees. So from that you can, and from that you can imagine what is the economic loss if the animal is suffering from this hemoparasitic disease due to tick bite. apart from um, other losses. So the ectoparasite that are present in sheep and goat, I will briefly describe what are the different ectoparasites that are present in sheep. So far as India is concerned, if you consider the ticks, the major tick species are hyaloma, followed by Hemaphysalis, Eryphicephalus, and one of the subtick is Otobius magnini. And so far as lice are concerned, Linognathus africanus and Bovicula capre. Though the name is capre, I think it is mostly infecting the goat, but it is also infecting the sheep. And fleas, these are not very much specific to the particular host. On the fleas which are mostly found in India, that is Tenocephalides felis var orientalis, which I will describe later. And so far as mites are concerned, these are mostly Sarcoptes, Sauroptes, and Demotictic group of mites. And so far as flies are concerned, I have divided the flies into two groups. One is meiosis causing group, meiosis causing flies, and another one is the non-meiosis causing flies. And among them, if you consider the meiosis is nothing but a condition that is caused by larva of the dipteran group of flies. Okay, so larva of dipteran group of flies that cause meiosis, and these are Lucilia, Califora, Chrysomia, Sarcophaga, Musca, Oestrus that cause GID, then Hypoderma, and the non-meiosis causing flies like mosquitoes, Culicoides, Melophagus ovinus, that is also known as Shipcade, then Tavanus and Stomachs is having economic importance. And if you consider the ectoparasite of goat in India, so they are somewhat similar to what are the parasites that are prevalent in sheep population. So I am not going to repeat that. So what is the economic importance of these ectoparasitic diseases so far as livestock is concerned? As I've already told, they cause several direct losses. Apart from that, they're also causing indirect losses, health hazards, expenditure in the form of treatment. So far as India is concerned, there is not any literature describing the economic losses due to these tick and tick-borne disease or the ectoparasite disease in case of small ruminants. So I have collected the information about the projected economic loss from the important vector-borne diseases only in case of large ruminants like cattle and buffalo. And if you, I will just give a simple example. If you talk about the house fly, okay, that is a non-biting fly. So if you consider the direct losses, this is at the rate 3.3%. If you consider the losses is 3.3% in milk, then the total milk production losses in India, if you consider, this is the report of 2012 and 13, and if during 2012 the milk production was 132.43 million tons, and if you consider the loss is around 3.3%, that means the projected milk loss only due to house fly is 4.37 million tons. And if you consider during 2012, 1 liter milk is around 38 rupees. Now you can consider what is the projected loss in rupees, that is around 16,606 crore per annum. That is only due to the house plan. And you consider about the other housing plans. I am not describing here the tick and tick, but I will come in the next slide. What are the losses due to ticks? The losses due to tick and tick-borne diseases is maximum. It is around 498.7 million tons. That is in Indian rupees. This is around 2,000 crore per annum. If you consider the projected loss per cow, it is 61 rupees per cow per day loss. And if you consider the buffalo, it is more than 41 rupees due to tick and tick-borne disease. So from that, we can estimate what is the projected economic loss due to these ectoparasites. So what are the adverse effect of this? What is the adverse effect of this on the livestock industry due to these ectoparasites? One, there is a loss in milk production, loss of meat production. Why there is a loss of meat production? This is due to the meiosis causing flies. They cause depreciation of the wool, loss in quality of the meat. There will be carcass trimming and downgrading due to meiosis. There is a loss to the leather industry due to the depreciation of the hide due to this mange and the meiosis, loss of wool, poor reproductive potential of the animals. So altogether, there is a huge economic loss to the livestock industry. So what do we have? How you can control these ectoparasites? One option is you can go for chemical control, because our problem is farmer always want result at the doorstep. He will not wait because he has no patience, because his animal is suffering. You have to give result at his doorstep. He want immediate result. So we are directly or indirectly depending upon the chemical insecticide or acaricides. Due to the indiscriminate use of this insecticide, that leads to the development of acaricide resistance. So I have given one picture showing the distribution of this acaricide resistance among the tick population in India. From this picture, you can imagine these ectoparasites develop resistance to almost all classes of acaricides, starting from deltamethrin, fenvalerate, flumethrin, diazinon. That means the ticks have developed resistance to all classes of acaricide. It may be organochlorine, maybe organophosphate, maybe carbamates, maybe pyrethroids. Not only pyrethroids, now there are different generation of the pyrethroids, like first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation. Now these ticks have developed resistance to fourth generation acaricide. That is so that's why the condition is very grave. You have to use the acaricide very judiciously. So I will come to the chapter again. Then there comes the concept IPM, integrated pest management. What is the importance of this integrated pest management? Why I have given this, why I have chosen this topic, integrated control of the ectoparasites? Because there is emergence of the pesticide resistance, resurgence of the pests, environmental contamination, pesticide residues on the food. Now there is much more awareness among the consumers. They want organic food that is free from the pesticides. Now you might be knowing the development of a new drug. It is taking more than 30 years, 40 years. Now the company, they are also not interested to invest on this development of new drugs against the ectoparasite. Why? Because they are not getting that much profit, because by the time they are producing a particular product to the market, the insect or the ectoparasite developing resistance very rapidly. So that's why they are not getting what they have invested in the year-long process. Now another one is public awareness of the health consciousness. That means everybody is talking about the One Health approach. One Health approach means you should be animal health, human health, and the environmental health. All should work in harmony. So there comes a concept, integrated pest management. Now, what is IPM? Integrated pest management is nothing but integration of all the available pest control methods to achieve effective, economical, and sustainable combination of the chemical, biological, and cultural control. So this concept depends upon two things. The first one is the economic threshold level and the economic injury level. What is there? Because the theory of the IPM, that is the integrated pest management, that depends upon two monetary benchmarks, that is the economic injury level and economic threshold level. That means what is economic threshold level and what is economic injury level? Economic threshold level is the time when the managemental action has to be taken. Otherwise, the pest population will cross this economic threshold level and they will reach to the economic injury level. If the pest population increase beyond this economic injury level, then the benefit will be more than the cost. So at this step, there is nothing left. So whenever we have to take any action, we have to take action at the economic threshold level. So that means it is a economic threshold level is a prediction tool when the pest population is going to reach the economic injury level. And what are the objectives of this IPM? Objectives of the IPM is nothing to achieve effective, economical, and sustainable livestock population to prevent the damage to the people health. It is working on the One Health approach to manage resistance and resurgence in livestock pests and to conserve the biodiversity. because there are so many helpful insects are there. It's not like that all the pests are harmful. There are certain pests which are helpful also. So objective of the IPM is not to maximize, but to it is to optimize the production rather than maximize it. The concept of IPM is not to treat routinely. It is only treat only when it is required. And eradication is of the pest is not acceptable under IPM objective. Okay. So if we consider the concept of IPM, now I will go forward because I have already covered what is the economic significance of this. So I will cover one by one under the IPM, how to control the ectoparasite. That will cover control of ticks, control of flies, control of lice, and control of the less significant ectoparasites. So first of all, we'll go towards what are the different approaches for the control of the ticks. So before coming to the topic proper, how we can control ticks, we should know what is the economic importance of these ticks. As you know, the ticks are the important vectors of so many hemoprotozoan diseases like babesiosis, theileriosis, and anaplasmosis. Apart from that, they are the voracious bloodsucker. You can imagine one tick in one, they can suck up to 0.5 to 1 ml blood per day. Apart from that, they can cause tick toxiosis and tick paralysis. So before know how to control the ticks, we should know the basic biology. Tick completes the life cycle. That may be based on the life cycle, they are divided into three types. Either it may be a one host tick, that may be a two host tick, or it is a three host tick. One host tick means if the tick complete life cycle, the whole life cycle in one host, that is known as the one host tick. If it complete life cycle in two hosts, that is known as the two host tick. If it completes the life cycle in three hosts, that is known as the three host tick. So mostly in case of sheep and goat, we observe the three host tick because one host tick like Buphalus microplus, it is less prevalent. If you consider about the three host tick like Hemaphysalis, Hemaphysaloides, as we have already told, Hyaloma, these are much more prevalent in small ruminants. So we should understand the basic biology of the ticks, how they are important and what is their biotic potential. If you consider one female tick, they can lay up to 4,000 eggs per day. Now that eggs they will hatch and they will produce larvae. Now that larvae, if you see the picture, that larvae they will attack. I am describing about a three host tick. Okay, the female that lays egg around 4,000 eggs. Okay, hatch larvae. They will hatch.
Sir, your voice. Maharana, sir. Maharana, sir. Sir, we are not able to hear you. Maharana, sir.
He is connected but not audible.
Hello. Maharana, sir. Achha, call him. Sir.
Okay, ma. Correct. Ma, करने बड़ी setup. Don't sleep on the phone.
Maharana sir.
Yeah, I called him.
Okay.
Sir, your voice is audible.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
it's
now
okay.
it is okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So,
Carry on.
before slides are audible or only this slide only?
One sir.
Hello.
Only this slide.
Okay, now it is audible.
Yes.
Okay. Shall I start again?
Yeah, you can start from the first point. Female ticks lays eggs on ground. From that point.
One female tick. What is the Bartic potential of these exodate ticks? You know, one female tick lays around 4,000 eggs. So when the tick lays eggs, it will hatch and it will give rise to larvae. Now these larvae, they will attach, you can see from the figure, they will attach, engorge, and then they will drop down. After that, they will mold to, this is the first mold, where the larva convert into nymph. Now this nymph again attached to the host. After that, it is again fall into the ground. Again, there will be second molting. Now this nymph again engorge, attach, and it is converted into adults. So
Sir, you switch off your phone, sir. Maharana sir. It is echoing. Your sound is echoing.
Okay. Just 1 minute. Now it is audible, sir.
Yes.
There is no echo.
Still it is coming, sir. I think your audio is open twice, it seems.
Audio is open twice.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, please continue, sir. No issue.
Okay. So now it is clear.
Not so clear, actually.
Okay. I think I have already switched off my mobile.
No.
Okay. Shall I continue?
Yes, please continue.
Okay. So now, so if you consider one female tick that is giving around 4,000 eggs. Now, if you consider it is giving rise to 2,000 larvae, there may be some death of the larvae in adverse condition. Now, this 2,000 larvae, we consider that give rise to 2,000 nymphs. And if there is any mortality, it will give rise to only 1,000 nymphs. Now, if you want out of 1,000 nymphs, they will convert into 1,000 adults. And among 1,000 adults, if you consider only 500 adults will survive, and apart from that, there are 250 male and 250 female. That means one female tick in F1 generation will produce 250 adult female. And if one female give rise to around 4,000 eggs, so from this you can consider one female tick can give rise to more than 10 lakhs larvae. So that is the biotic potential of these exodate ticks. So we have to understand their basic biology. Then you can go for formulating any strategy for their control. So what are the integrated strategy for the control of the ticks? One is managemental control. Sir, am I audible? Hello? 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 Yes?
Sir, please continue, sir. But your voice is not clear, sir.
Just 1 minute, just 1 minute. It's not clear. Sir, now I'm audible?
No, sir, it is two voices are audible.
Just 1 minute, sir. Now it's okay, sir.
No, sir. It is same thing.
Okay, sir, I'll continue. Hello.
No, sir. It is same. Some gurgling sound is coming. Or you can do one thing, sir. Just you exit and join again, sir. It may give you.
Now it is okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the fan is
Sir, what happened?
the table fan is doing that noise from that side.
Double fan. Okay,
Table
okay.
fan, not the ceiling fan, the ceiling fan. That is a problem. Okay, now it's okay.
No, 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 sir. It is not the fan sound actually. Shira, sir? I think he went for breaking the fast. Shira, sir? Okay. Participants, are you able to hear it clearly? Devraj? Mr. Devraj?
Sir, your voice is audible, sir.
Yes, yes, my voice is okay, but the speaker's voice?
Sir, very much audible, sir, but somewhat obstacles with the voice of
Speaker, sir, no? Speaker, sir, voice is not clear. From this slide only the problem is like that.
Okay. Is it okay now? Is it okay now, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, what are the integrated approaches for the control of ticks? One is the managemental control. So, if you talk about the managemental control, under that we can keeping the animals in the tick-proof buildings, burning the waste near the walls of the animal sheds, pasture spaling, rotational grazing, planting the lands, as well as clearing the vegetations. If we are introducing the new animals into the shed, in that case, you have to keep the animals under quarantine. After that, you can go for treatment. After that, you can mix the animals with the old ones. Then manual removal of the ticks. So these are all the things that has to be covered under the managemental methods. Now, the second aspect is what is the biological controls, because there are n number of products are available for biological control of the tick, like the entomopathogenic fungus, insects, bacteria, even certain birds, they can use as biological control. Even certain plants, certain leguminous plants, they can kill or immunize the larvae of the ticks. Even the entomopathogenic nematodes and the parasitoids, they can be used as the biological agents for the control of the ticks and their.
Maharana, sir, either you exit and join again, sir. I think it's not at all audible. No, sir, your voice is not coming. Sir, you exit and join again, sir. Sir, please speak.
Hello.
No, sir. Participants, please respond. All of you are allowed to unmute.
Sir, still we are not able to hear him, sir.
Yes, that is the
Ashok sir, your voice is audible, but speaker voice is not audible, sir.
Yes, sir, that's what the problem is. Maharana, sir?
Yes. Hello.
Sir, your voice is not at all audible, sir.
Looks like some mic issue from the resource end.
Sir, should be mic issue only. Sir, Maharana, sir, you can disconnect the audio and you connect it, sir.
पिपलन में जो लोग मेडिकल पढ़ने गया था ना, ट्रायल बच्चा है, वो लोग जो जिसका अंतिम मौका बचा है उसी को मौका दिया जाएगा एक बार पास करने के लिए। एक पास कर गया और जब फर्स्ट या सेकंड ईयर में होगा पिपलन इंडिया में कोर्ट में केस किया था लोग।
Hello.
Maharana, sir.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible. Yes, sir. You have to start from this slide. Hello. Maharana, sir. Maharana, sir. Hello. Sir, we are not able to hear you.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Maharana, sir.
Now I am audible.
Yes.
I don't.
The voice जो ये शेयर करो नहीं था अगले को
हाँ शेयर करने.
बेटा वो वीडियो ऑन करियो नहीं.
Okay. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I am not sharing my video. Okay, sir.
Okay.
I'll go with the audio only. Okay, sir.
But it is not that problem, sir. Your network is good.
Yes.
It's not just because of your video is on. It is not that problem. But still you can continue, sir. Please share the slides.
Okay. Now I am audible, na?
Yes. You are audible now, but while presentation it is going actually. Let us check it, sir.
Okay. Shall I move ahead?
Yes.
Okay. So So what is the biotic potential of this?
Sir, share your presentation, PPT.
Hmm.
Click on share screen button and share it.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So, what is the importance of the before we go ahead? In order to formulate any strategy for the control of the ticks, we should understand what is the biology of the ticks, what is the biotic potential of these exuded ticks. You know, one female tick can give rise to more than 4,000 eggs. Now, after hatching, the egg converted into larvae. Now, these larvae, you can see from the picture, they can attach to the host. I am describing the life cycle of a 3 host tick because these are mostly found in case of sheep and goat. Okay, when the larvae they attach to the host, now they attach, engorge, and then drop down. Now there is fast molting from the larva to nymph on the ground. Now again, this nymph attached to the second host, they engorge and again drop down. Now there is second molt from the nymph to the adult. Now the adult again attached to the another host. They engorge, again drop, there is mating, they drop down, and the female one give rise to eggs. So from this you can imagine one female tick that can give rise to around 500 adults. And if you consider that out of 500 adults, there are 250 male and 250 females. Now you can consider from one female tick, if one female tick give rise to 4,000 eggs, now this 250 adult female, they can give rise to around 10 lakh larvae. So from this you can imagine one female tick in one F1 generation, they can give rise to more than 10 lakh larvae. So you can imagine the biotic potential and the prolificacy capacity of these ticks. I am audible, sir? No problem?
Yes, audible.
Okay. So having this fact, what are the methods? How to ticks? One is management and control. For that, we should prepare the houses that should be crack free, because the ticks, they're having, after their blood sucking, they immediately drop down and they hides in the cracks and crevices of the house animal shed. So that's why the animal shed that should be free from the cracks and the crevices. Second thing, there should be proper cleaning of the animal shed. Third, there should be burning of the wastes near the walls of the animal shed. The burning will help in complete removal of the different tick stages. Then there should be pasture spelling, rotational grazing, and the plying of land, because the ticks, their habit of living inside the, living inside the animal shed and inside the cracks and the crevices. And if there is plying of the land, then what will happen? The upside, the downside will come upside. Now the larvae, the different stages of the ticks, they get exposure to the sunlight, so they cannot survive this heat and they will be dead. Then another important thing, there should be clearance of the vegetation around the animal shed. Quarantine is a must. Whenever we are purchasing any new animal and you are introducing it into the existing flock, in that case, you should keep the newer ones under quarantine condition, then go for treatment. After that, they allow them to mix with the old flock. There should be manual removal of the ticks, but don't throw the ticks, because they again survive and they can attach to another animal. So these are the precautions you have to take into consideration. Then biological control. There are various biological controls. Like, there are different types of fungus like Metarhizium anisophyllae, Buivera brassiana. Then different types of insect like ants, spiders, they can act as biological agent for the control of the ticks. Bacteria like Bacillus thuringiensis, Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, these are known as Bt toxins. These are available commercially. I will discuss later. Different birds, plants like leguminous plants, they can kill or immunize the larval ticks. Then entomopathogenic nematodes or the parasitoids, they can also be used for the control of the ticks and the various tick stages. So I will give 2 examples. How you can control the ticks by the help of bacteria. The bacteria is a biological agent like Bacillus thuringiensis var pustaki. It is a Mumbai-based company. They are producing this bacterial as organism as the biological insecticide. But remember, this has to be used only on the premises, not on the animal body. It is available in the name of dipel, and it can be used 1 ml per 1 liter. That means 30 ml per square meter of the animal shed. Okay, this is nothing but this is how it will works. Actually, this bacteria, these are the gram-positive bacilli. So they will produce one endotoxin. When that is ingested by the ticks or the tick stages, like nympha stages, what they will do? They will enter the gut and they will destroy the gut of the ticks. So the tick will die out of starvation. So this way they are helpful and they are not having any side effect for human consumption. So that's why they can be used, because WHO, they have told that these BT toxins, they are not harmful for human being. So that's why they can be used judiciously and carefully for the control of the ectoparasites. Another biological agent I can tell that is the name of the one fungus, that is Metarrhigia anisoply. That is a fungus. This has to be also applied on the animal premises, not on the animal body. Remember that. How it will apply? It should be applied because you know the fungus, they require moisture and humidity. That is a must. If there is less humidity, they can't survive. At least 60% humidity should be there. So how will you do it? So you should apply this fungal spores. This is always available either in the powder form or in the liquid form. This is available in the market. You can purchase from the market, from the any agriculture shop where different fertilizers are available. There you can go for asking this fungal spore. It is available either in powder form or in liquid form. At least 10 to the power 8 number of spores are required per gram or per ml. At least 10 to the power 8 number of spores are available. You have to spray these spores or the liquid or the powder. You mix 5 gram in 5 ml in 1 liter water or 5 ml in 1 liter of water, and you spray in the animal premises during the night time. Because why? Because in night time there is moisture that is favorable for the growth of the fungus. Now what they will do? They will attach to the ticks or the ticks developmental stages that are hiding in the cracks and the crevices. Okay, they will attach to the chitin in the outer covering of the ticks. They will attach to the chitin and they will destroy the chitin. In that way, they help in controlling the different stages of the ticks. And this can be repeated once in a month or at 10 days interval according to the intensity or the load of the ectoparasites in your premises. Now, another one biological agent that is known as the backyard poultry. These are known as the tick-eating machines. These are the backward warriors against the tick plague. These are aggressive foragers, and it has been observed under one research that if you are allowed these hungry birds, these poultry birds in the in your animal shed, they can reduce the tick population up to 80%, because the ticks are normally hide in the cracks and the crevices. Okay, so they will go on and because since they are the aggressive foragers, they'll go on eating all the ticks, grub or the flea inside. So this is a very good method of controlling the tick population in the cattle shed. The most important thing is the disease resistant breed. As you all know, that the indigenous breeds and the exotic breeds. If you compare the indigenous breed compared to the exotic breeds, the indigenous breeds are highly resistant to the tick infestations. As we have seen in case of Gir cow, Sahiwal cattle, they have already transported to exported to Australia, and they have revolutionized the control of the Buphalus microplastic on that continent. So breeding programs should be like that, so that there should be cross of the indigenous as well as exotic breed, so that maximum resistance genes for the control of this ectoparasite can be maintained. Another one is ethno-veterinary practice. So these are I am talking about all the things that are coming under the integrated pest management. So my first attempt is we should not directly go for any chemical control. We should be dependent on the biological control, managemental aspect, then the ethno-veterinary practice. Because this is based on ITK. People are using that. Several plants and the hops have been shown to possess the anti-tick, incidental, growth inhibiting and anti-molting and repellent activities. If you talk about alcoholic ester of the sitafal, even neem, they are showing very good efficacy against the one host as well as the 3 host ticks. Even in the Rajasthan area, these people used to feed the ground or the powdered taramira to cattle in summer. So that drastically reduces the tick burden. How it is like that? When they are giving the taramira to the cattle, what will happen? That will produce a typical aroma, and that is not acceptable by the tick population. So that's why it drastically reduces the tick population. Even neem seed kernel preparation. Even some people are using in a rural areas, they are using the powdered form of the common salt. That is also helpful for the control of the ticks. I can show you 3 eco-friendly control methods. How you can control this tick population. One, that is this method, this formulation, this is already adopted by National Dairy Research Institute. It is already there in the ICAR website. If you go for eco-friendly control of the tick infestation, then you can see this on the ICAR website, Indian Council of Agriculture website. How they are doing? You can take this is the 2 plants that are readily available in the village area. Not only in the village area, in city also you can get these 2 plants. One is neem, another one is pepper. Okay. So you take 2.5 kilo of freshly collected leaves of the neem. You put in 4 liters of lukewarm water. Simultaneously, you take 1 kilo of leaves of this nagod or this monk's pepper, which you call in local language as mala plant, and that has to be dissolved in 2 liters of lukewarm water. Now you keep this preparation for at least overnight. After that, you take out this crude extract of the neem, that is around 300 ml. And 100 ml of this pepper extract. You make it into 3:1 ratio. That means in total 400. 300 ml of neem and 100 ml of the crude extract of pepper. So that altogether it is 400 ml. Now you mix this 400 ml in 3.6 liter of water. It is around 4 liter. Now this 4 liter is more than enough for the control of the tick population. Of means it is a you can apply this preparation up to 40 animals, and if you do this for continuously for 3 days, it can give inhibitory efficacy up to 45 days for natural infestation. Means if you are applying hello am I audible? Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you are audible.
Yes. Okay. So you can see what is the beauty of this eco-friendly approach. If you are applying this formulation for continuous 3 days, remember this will be protection for the tick infestation up to 45 days. That means having the residual effect for 45 days. 45 days. Now the second preparation. You can take neem oil. It is already available in the market. You can take 15 ml of neem oil. You can add 2 grams of the liquid soap in 1 liter. Why you're adding liquid soap? Because liquid soap acts as a saponate and will help in mixing the oil in water. Normally, oil you will never mix with water, so you have to take soap for that, and you soak it for at least for 6 hours, and you have to spray over the animal. 0.5 liter is more than enough for animal. And in case of infested premises, you can go for 30 ml per square meter monthly. There is another ethnomethanol formulation. Then you can go for 5 kilo of neem seed, as I have already told. That is leaf. Now you are considering about the neem seed. That is the ripened fruits. You can say ripened fruit of the neem. You can take 5 kilo, then grind and soak in overnight in water, filter through a cotton, add 200 grams of soap, and make volume up to 100 liter. Now this is you can apply around 500 ml per animal, and in the infected premises up to 30 ml per square meter monthly. So this is only, these are all these are all preventive measures. Apart from that, I've already discussed about the managemental methods, then the biological methods, and then the eco-friendly approach like ethnomethanol practices. Apart from that, now people are targeting the chemicals, the hormones, the pheromones, which are being secreted by the ticks to interact with their counterpart, the female ones, or with the different species. Like suppose one is Biphala species, they are interacting with the other group of ticks. So now scientists are challenging this, targeting these semiochemicals. Semiochemicals are nothing but these are the chemicals. These are being secreted by the ticks to the environment to attract other tick population, whether they are belong to their same genus or they belong to the different genus or the different species, like pheromones. So that is only for the interspecific action. Then allochemicals, that is for interspecific action. So there are different types of semiochemicals. Now people are targeting these semiochemicals for attracting the tick to the trap. Once they are in the trap, then they can control the tick, they can destroy the ticks. The different types of semiochemicals like pheromones, alemones, chiromones, cinnamones. Again, pheromones are divided into arrest pheromones, attracting aggregation, attachment pheromones, sex pheromones. So if you are applying these pheromones in the in your cattle shed or something like that, then the ticks they will think that there is some another tick species. There may be the female tick. So the male tick, they will be attracted towards the female tick. They will come to the spot and they will be trapped and they will be destroyed. They will be killed. So that is the new method for controlling the tick population. Now, the another approach is vaccinomics. Means it is the era of vaccines. But if you consider the vaccine till today, whatever vaccines are there, these are against only the one host tick, that is Buphalus macroplus, and it has been developed in Australia. Initially, it was developed in Australia, and that is against the large ruminants. So far as small ruminants are concerned, not a single vaccine is there. Now people are trying about the exposed vaccine, concealed antigen vaccines for different stages of the ticks. So there are different targets, as I have already discussed, and I am not going to the detail for that. These are the different candidates that has been considered as the vaccine target against the tick population. Now, the last method, how you can control the tick, that is the chemical method. Though in routine practice, we are using the chemical as the first choice, and it is the choice of the farmer, it is the first choice of the farmers, but it should be the last choice. So that's why intentionally I have kept this chemical control as the last method to control the tick population. As you know, there are various class of acaricides that are available, like organochlorine, organophosphates, carbamates, pyrethroids. So we should use it judiciously rather indiscriminately. Periodic application of the acaricides. Whenever you are applying the acaricide, there should be a two-way method of applying the acaricides. One is on the host, and the second one is off the host. The frequency of treatment based on the species involved. There are different methods how to apply these chemical acaricides, like dipping, spraying, spot on, pour on preparation, even injections. Okay. Now, these are the commonly used acaricides and their efficacy in India. Pyrethroids. Now people are using mostly pyrethroids. Earlier they are using organochlorines, then organophosphates. Now people are mostly depending upon the pyrethroids. Under pyrethroids, there are cypermethrin, deltamethrin, flumethrin, permethrin. Okay, so these are the different classes of the ectoparasiticides that are being used against ticks, lice, fleas, and mites. But remember, whenever you are going for applying these acaricides, the dose should be double. Double dose should be applied in the premises. Now, what are the different methods? As you know, dusting, dipping, spraying, or systemic applications. So whenever you use dusting, it is having certain advantages and certain disadvantages. Dusting is very simple to apply, but when the infection is very low, when the level of infestation, tick infestation, it is very low, in that case you can go for dusting. Otherwise, dipping is a very good method. Why? Because in dipping, there is uniformity in application. And so far as spraying and systemic is concerned, it all depends upon the flock size, the number of animals they are in the flock. And so if you suggest which one is the best method, if you are having a very small group, then you can go for dusting method. And if the level of infection is very high, the level of tick infestation is very high, in that case you can go for dipping method or systemic application. So if you consider what are the changing trends, earlier we consider eradication is the best policy, but eradication is not achievable. So what is another method of control? Management. So which I have already covered, that management comes first, followed by biological method, then chemical method, and the ethnomethodology practices. So a combination approach should be there for the control of the tick population, rather than thinking about the eradication. As per IPM objectives, our objective is to optimize rather than maximize the production. So in that case, eradication is not the objective under IPM. Rather, controlling is the option under IPM. So what are the points that I should remember while applying the acaricides? Avoid dipping on the cloudy, rainy, windy, or cold days. Provide sufficient water for drinking before application of the acaricide. Because if the animal is hungry and you are applying the acaricide, they will go on licking the acaricide. So there is chances of poisoning. Never apply the acaricide in the wound region. Avoid contamination of the dipping tank with the organic matter. The most important thing is that you never allow the pregnant animals as well as the weak animals to acaricide treatment. Then every part of the animal should be exposed to the acaricide. And whenever you are applying the acaricide or any insecticide, that should be applied against the opposite direction of the hair, and the skin should be moist. The acaricide group should be changed often to avoid resistance for developing. If you are using the acaricide regularly, years after year, there may be the chance of development of resistance. At least once or twice in a year, you should change the class of acaricide, okay, or the insecticide, and always seek the advice of the veterinarian before going for any acaricide application and its doses. Now, what are the common mistakes that we do whenever we are applying for any pyrethroids or any acaricide? And most important thing is pyrethroid, because nowadays you are using only pyrethroids or amitride, because this group of acaricide, they are showing less resistance. Always remember, whenever you are requesting the working solution, you use it on that day. Don't prepare or reconstitute the working solution in sunshine, because these compounds, they are coming always in amber color bottle. Understand? So that means they are very much prone to sunlight. So whenever you are requesting the solution, always do away from the sun in shade. And don't keep the reconstituted solution for the next day. Don't use warm water for solution preparation. Don't use hard water. And whenever you are mechanically removing the ticks, don't throw on the ground. So these are some of the things we should take into consideration for effective control of the ticks. So, in a nutshell, if I consider what are the things I should take home message for the control of ticks, one is clean the shed once a week, or at least 3 weeks, pasture burning. Then comes the application of the herbal acaricide once in a week. These are all preventive measures. I am not telling these are the control measures. These are the only the preventive measures. The prevention is better than control. So whenever I'm going to clean the shed, pasture burning, pasture spraying, application of the herbal acaricide once in a week for 3 weeks, application of the fungal spore, that is the biological agent, on 4th week, judicious use of chemical acaricides. If you follow the first 3 methods, no use to go for chemical acaricides. Now, we have already covered the tick portion and the major pest population that are affecting the livestock. Now I am coming to the lice. So if you consider the lice, it is also known as the louse infestation is known as pediculosis. You can see from the figure, these are there's a yellow in color, and these are the permanent ectoparasite. The life cycle takes around 2 to 3 for completion. There are 2 types of louse. One is biting louse, another is sucking louse. So by picture you can clearly differentiate which is this is the biting louse, the head is broad, and the sucking louse, the head is narrow. The biting louse, they are mostly dependent upon the organic waste, whereas the sucking louse, they suck blood. So the method treatment varies between the biting louse and the sucking louse. So what are the facts we should know about the lice? The infestation of the sheep and goat with lice, it is widespread. These lice are nothing but wingless insects. Unlike ticks, they are having a marked degree of host specificity. And the lice can survive only for a limited period. The whole life cycle, as they are, these are the permanent ectoparasites, the whole life cycle complete on the host, one host. And they are generally transmitted by direct contact. There are salivary faces that contain around different types of allergens. So they produce intense itching, pruritus. Even lameness can occur due to Linomatus pedalis. They are normally if they are macroscopic. By pure examination, if a microscopic examination, by the naked eye, they can be visible as dust color particles attached to the hair follicles. Okay, and the control method is very easy. It mostly occurs during the winter season, And you can know by the clinical symptom of the animal, like, scaling, crusting, erythema, pruritus, alopecia, severe itching. Mostly the kids, it will mostly happen to kids, they become anemic. People are thinking it is due to hemoncus. This is one of the important gastrointestinal hemoparasite. But you should go for fecal examination as well as the skin examination. If you examine the skin, you will find this white color dandruff-like spots. And that may be due to poor quality of diet or heavy skin. That also favors the growth of these lice. So, what are the points that is important to remember for the control of the lice? Since it is a permanent ectoparasite, topical application is more effective. Remember, topical application is more effective for these ectoparasitical lice in case of biting gloves. But in case of sucking gloves, you have to go for systemic therapy. And the chemotherapy should be after shearing, because shearing reduces more than 80% population of the lice. Then there should be cleanliness and disinfection of the farm appliances. These lice, they can survive outside the house for 2 to 3 weeks. So, but the desiccation is very, very left. And another important thing is that one is winter season, that is a predisposing factor. The second is the thick skin, thick wool, that is also another favorable condition for the growth of the lice, and overcrowding. So these 3 things that should be avoided for the control of the lice. The new arrivals that must be examined thoroughly are treated with the biothreats of the contact poison if they are found positive. Then it should be remembered that at least twice, pesticide should be applied 14 days at 14 days interval to kill the lice, because whatever drugs are there, they are not effective in the eggs of the lice. They are effective only the adult stages. So that's why the life cycle is completely around 10 to 12 days. So that's why you should go for application of the insecticide at least once in 14 days interval. Now, the lice, we are coming to another ectoparasite, that is fleas. But the fleas are not that much important. There is only one flea, that is Trichotectis fleas orientalis is there in case of sheep and goat. These are nothing but how can you differentiate from the lice? Lice are now dorsolaterally planted, whereas the flea, it is laterally compressed. So by the picture, you can clearly differentiate, and by the naked, you can also clearly differentiate. And they are very, very active. They are very active. They are having large elongated legs, so they can jump, and they are very much active compared to the lice. Lice are very much sluggish. Okay, the life cycle of the flea is complete 2 to 3 weeks. And in case of lice, you see all the stages are parasitic. Whereas in case of flea, only the adult stages are parasitic. So if you consider the host specificity compared to lice, flea are not that much host specific. And the fleas, they are mostly susceptible to the pyrethroids group of insecticide. So we can go for pyrethroids. Now, I think that there is so much time. So I'm going to come another 2-3 slides remaining. Then the fly control. Fly control, I have already told that the fly are 2 groups of flies are there. One is mass scourging flies and non-mass scourging flies. So the only method of control is for removal of the manure and urine or nuclear disease. Okay, stagnation of the drainage, that should be avoided. And there are certain, IPK practices are there for the control of the fly, like smoking the shade, smoking the shade with the raw leaves of the neem, especially during evening. That will help to reduce the nuisance caused by the flies. Even people are also using fly repellent, natural repellents like neem oil, orange oil, that can be helpful. Mustard oil, these are helpful for the control of the fly population. Even people are using naphthalene tablets, camphor in neem or mustard, and they are applying over the animal body. That will also help for the control of the fly population. Okay. Hello. So this nasal mass is caused by expressories. This is the adult fly. They normally lay larvae on the nostril of the animal. Now they enter inside the frontal sinus or ethmoid sinus, and there will be severe sneezing, itching. So this fly, they can be controlled by effective use of the macrocytic lactones like ivermectins that can be given to the animal at the rate of 200 microgram per kg per weight, and it can control this nasal gases. Now, there are another group of ectoparasites that is, mites, that is known as bees. There are two groups of mites, that is boring mite and that is non-boring mites. Sarcoptes is coming under boring mites, whereas Soroctes, they are coming under non-boring mites. Now, this is these mites, Sarcoptes is having a major importance. This is not that much. This is obvious natural. Small units. So here we have some statistics and mites. Some are only four, these are mites, these are non-boring mites.
Maharana sir.
Yes.
Maharana sir.
Yes.
You are not able to hear you, sir. Slides are visible. I think participants are reading the slides only.
This slide.
Sir, how many slides are there, sir?
Slides are there.
Not able to hear you. Anything from you.
Now I am
The murmuring sound like is coming.
now it's coming, sir.
No, sir. Even Shiraz?
Hello.
Yes,
Shiraz, sir, are you able to hear Maharana, sir?
yes, I am able to hear you.
No. What about
Actually,
Maharana, sir, voice?
Actually, I got one call in between.
Okay.
No,
Please
no,
again-
not audible, sir. Not audible, sir.
Okay, I will just call.
No. Shiraz, sir.
Uh-huh.
See, already we have interrupted for 10-15 minutes. Sir has tried, I think, some problem with his audio.
Uh-huh. Shall we conclude the session then?
Ashok sir, not audible sir. Not
Yes.
audible.
Sir, if you agree, Shiraz, sir, if you agree, we can continue this tomorrow.
Okay.
I think you please take the consent of Maharana, sir, because nobody is
Yes,
able to hear us.
Hello.
Okay. Wait, I will call him.
Hello.
Dr. Marana, sir.
Sir, are you audible? Hello.
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 Hello, Dr. Marana, sir. Your voice is not clear. I will call you on phone. Your voice is not clear. I will call you.
Our voice is clear to Maharana, sir, but we are not hearing.
Yeah, his voice is not clear.
I think we can postpone this to tomorrow, sir.
Hello.
I think sir phone switched off, it seems. You can speak to Rubina, madam. I think her phone may be. Madam, no, we are not able to hear you. Yesterday it was clear, no, madam. When you were presenting the session, it was clear.
Sir.
No, madam, it is not clear. Not clear. Madam, shall we postpone this to tomorrow? If you agree, we will postpone because participants also there are only 6 participants.
Four
slides left, now it will be completed.
Slides are there only.
Now it is audible.
Audible, sir.
Madam, it is, we are able to hear you, but it is not at all clear, madam.